There's a certain visceral thing about rock music. So it has this also this aura of rebellion, going against the standard norms.
Rock became kind of, as teenagers, became our music. The first time where we could really say our parents hated something that we loved.
So all we did was listen to music all the time. 7 days a week we'd be around a turntable as though it was a church.
Well, I should go to the beginning of it. It started in the late 60s.
Music.
There's certain places that become hotspots in music, And in the late 60s, it was San Francisco, the San Francisco sound, psychedelia, psychedelic music, acid rock. That was what was happening.
It definitely was a hub of music here, and there was a lot of cool things going on. There was a lot of bands, and there was an energy to it.
People came from all over the country. This was the spot to be. After '67 and the Summer of Love ended, when that scene was over, everybody kind of spread out into different places, and most of them here to Marin County, because why not? The people who were young and made the scene happen now are my age, or older, or dead.
Yeah, rock and roll is aging, basically. Major artists are starting to pass, sadly.
It's not the scene anymore. It's too expensive, we're too old here. Rock stars were a dime a dozen, you'd see them on the street all the time. People moved here because it was a hip place to be.
In the 1970s, Marin County's rock music scene flourished as nearly 60% of its population was in their 20s. Today, only a fraction of the people living in the area fit that demographic, a stark drop that has transformed the cultural and musical landscape of the region.
Rock and roll was an all-consuming experience, inspiring countless dreams of becoming the next big star.
I think music has grown and changed, and there's so many different markets for it. There's so many different genres of it that, it's hard for rock to dominate everything like it used to. Now, the latest rock and roll album, is one of a million things.
I think musicians' expectations, we used to think, we could possibly make millions and millions of dollars, and I don't think we think that so much anymore.
The internet blew up the music industry the way it was. Thousands and thousands of people trying to get visible online, and very few of them ever will really get visible like you used to. At least you used to have a chance.
But people are bridging the gap between the old and the new, like Chris Skarakis, who reopened the record plant in Sausalito to give the new generation a chance to feel what it used to be like to be a rock star in Southern Marin.
There's some value in having a real recording studio with the right kind of room sound and all of that. That's why the record plant in Sausalito is making a comeback.
All this incredible stuff happened. Rumors came from here. Rick James Street songs, Super Freakin' Give It To Me. Santana has recorded in here.
Grateful Dead did Wake of the Flood here, Aretha Franklin here, Stevie Wonder.
Sly Stone, Prince did his first album here.
There needs to be a place that's a center of the culture for people to go, and there's hard to have a culture when there isn't a community around that. One of the goals of 2200 Studios is to be a community building clubhouse of sorts.
We've been embracing a lot of the local Marin artists and the younger bands, having them come in, record.
That's an important thing for us, is to provide a place for that, an outlet to create, an outlet to grow, an outlet to kind of foster the next generation of music makers.
Even though places like the plant are trying to bring back the energy of Southern Marin's music culture, the ever-increasing cost of living in Marin is driving a lot of the musical youth away.
Young people are the heart of music, and when they're not living here or they can't afford to live here, they're pushed to different places, the culture kind of goes with that.
Marin County has gotten desirable and much more expensive.
The culture of art lives in the lower class. So when you jack up rent prices, all that art gets pushed out.
I don't think there are too many young folks coming here, especially just starting out.
Right, like the culture here is so rich that hasn't changed, but it's definitely not as vibrant as even I remember being. The original wave, Deadheads and hippies coming out in the 60s, I feel like those people are the ones still, at least in Marin, going and supporting music. I think youth is extremely important in art and music especially, because historically that's what drives the creative process and keeps things moving, you know.
My name is Ryan Pesci. I play music for a living, or I'm trying to. It's not as easy as I feel like it used to be, but that's what we're doing.
My full name is Jackson Christopher Langford, and I play in a band called Sun Hunter and a band called Low Levy. As it is, like, artists can't afford to live here anymore or to comfortably survive here, you know.
I think it has its challenges being that Marin's such like an affluent area, you know. I feel like to really survive, you need to be making or gigging a lot, making good money. People seem to be doing it and they love it and they seem to be happy, so.
Money isn't shit. Passion is the stuff, you know. Find what you love to do, and you can do that the rest of your life and be happy.
My dream, be able to live doing what I love.
I don't even want to be rich or famous, but I just want to spread my songs far and wide.
If you find that thing you really dig doing and invest in that, watch, you'll get by.
They have to play. They'll suffer, they'll go broke, they'll do it, but as long as they can do it.
So it's just extremely difficult to keep the scene alive, but you know, we're trying and we're going to keep playing shows, we're going to keep doing it.